technology screens. Something I want to change out really quick in my title, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm good. Something I want to add to my caption, which as I said before, for some reason, I don't know why, when you do a live stream, they only give you 60. The minute you go into live, you get the full 100. So I had to go and change it real quick. All right, so right now we've been talking on these different forum sites, and they've been asking me questions about how come we don't use 4K or high power expensive projectors. The reason why is because it's misleading. The reason why it's misleading is because you have to understand that not everybody's going to be able to afford a 4K projector at the end of the day, or maybe the high-end projectors. If I use a $50,000 projector in my demonstrations, how many people are going to relate to that machine? Not a lot of people are going to relate to a $50,000 projector. So I like to use projectors in my demonstrations that everybody can relate to. Either your projector is going to be better than what I'm using in the demonstration, and you definitely can afford it at the end of the day. And you're not going to lose any picture quality. You're not going to lose contrast. You're not going to be stuck in dark environments. You don't have to calibrate none of that nonsense. When a projector is calibrated, yeah, it has advancements. It has advancements when calibrated. It's a little different from a calibrated projector and a non-calibrated projector. So what about the customers who do not want to calibrate their projectors? Where do they fall at? Are you forcing them to say that, hey, look, in order for you to get this picture quality, you're going to have to calibrate your projector? That doesn't work also too. Dark environments, very bad idea. Dark environments, especially when it comes to doing dark environments and using contrast demonstrations, because number one, you're darkening the environment, and on top of that, if the customer wants to use it outside the elements in which you actually provided for it in the demonstration, that means his screen is going to have a failure rate attached to it, which meaning that if you do it in a dark environment and that's the only way the image is going to pull up, and you've never tested in a fully lit environment because you don't do enough of those demonstrations, that means that the customer tries to do this in a fully lit environment, he's going to have some bad problems, which means at the end of the day, he's going to have to convert his environment to look exactly like what is in the video in order to pull up the exact same approval or picture quality. So there's a lot of things that I see in demonstrations is the reason why we don't do those at the end of the day. Like I said, my customers can come here and say, okay, what kind of projector is he doing to produce this image? I'm using a $100 projector. The most likely you'll pay for this projector is $250. Not a lot of money. And it's 720p at that, which is going to be a lot cheaper. So let's show you what a 720p projector does on our technology. And the reason why we don't need to spend the money for these expensive overpriced projectors or calibrating or dark environments or any of that nonsense at the end of the day. Like I said, if you want to calibrate your projector, it's up to you, but it's not a requirement. Okay, let's go over here. We just saw this video just pop up on AK desired nature. You normally do this with the lights on. We don't do these demonstrations with the lights out. Get my window right over there in the shot. I do love this wallpaper, I'll tell you. I'm getting one of these for the kitchen downstairs. Not this big, but I'm getting a smaller one. So as you can see, my projector behind me, and I put my specification, my projector has a 1,000:1 contrast ratio. Because the technology we have here is black, it will always pick up a contrast level no matter what. Which means I don't have to spend the money for these expensive projectors that have a much more higher contrast ratio. But you're going to pay for that. You're not going to get that for cheap. You're not going to say, well, look, we'll give you 2 million, we'll give you 3 million, we'll give you 50, we'll give you 20, and you're getting it for free. No, you will pay for that. Where I can go get a 720p projector that has 1,000:1 and still maintain a contrast level if I had 2 million. Even under 2 million, even under 5 million, if you hit a gray screen, you're still not hitting a 100% black level. You're hitting shades of dark gray. And the darker the technology, the more the colors pop, the more richer color. And also, too, you have to maintain white levels too in order for the colors to be noticeable. As you see right here. That requires white levels. And I'm pretty sure this demonstration was done in the dark. I guarantee you. Majority of all the ones we see that have heavy black levels are done in the dark. There's no way in the world a gray screen could ever pull it off. Gray screens cannot see contrast and can't see color. So these demonstrations have to be done in the dark. Now, I did a video talking about if you have a gray screen is actually more expensive. And the reason why is because you're going to have to spend the money for a very expensive projector in order to make up for what the gray screen can't see. If your contrast levels are poor, you're going to have to pay the money for a projector with a more advanced contrast level. If your colors are poor, then you're going to be paying for that. And then after you spend all that money for that projector, you're still going to have to calibrate and you're still going to be stuck in a dark environment. Because gray screens do not have ambient light projection technology. And the reason why I know this is because of the dozens and dozens and dozens of demonstrations I have seen today. And the gray screens I've seen displayed, every last one of those environments were in ambient light controlled environments. The reason why we got so much publicity is because our screens are being used in abnormal environments, which means our environments are fully lit without ambient light controlled. And we're doing it on projectors that are cheaper than everybody else's. Now imagine if your projector has a 2,000,000:1 contrast ratio, it really isn't going to mean jack. The screen's black. That's an option that pretty much you're really not going to see a lot of because the screen is black. You'll get that regardless if you have a projector of 1,000 or 2,000, 200:1 contrast ratio. You'll be able to pick that up. Did they finish the intros anymore? They just go straight into commercials now. I just noticed that. Now I'm showing you things that gray screens, white screens can never do. They would have to be in the dark to do this. And even in the dark, they still fail. Alexis, what time is it?
The time is 5:30 p.m.
5:30 p.m. So 5:30 p.m. I can sit here in my chair, have a bowl of cereal, and look out the window. Where a gray screen is going to be in the dark. That window is not going to be shut. Going to have blinds or something to block out that light because that's going to get washed out. You're going to have to be in a pitch black environment to pull up a little bit of gray. Now, if anyone actually believes at the end of the day that a gray screen is going to pull this level, you've been under a rock for a while. It is not going to happen. customer doesn't either. Changing my volume. I had to change it again here. I had a few people saying, well, okay, I guess your brightness has got to be all the way up. No, we're under factory settings. We're way, way, way under factory settings. I'm at 9. I am way under factory settings. And my projector is still in eco mode. As a matter of fact, when we're downstairs doing the demonstration, on the screen they had all that light, the acoustics, where light was pushing to the front and the back of the screen. That was all on eco mode.
Want fresher price every day? Get Febreze carpet clips.
So my projector right now, I'd like to show you settings off. That is my brightness, and shadow and whisper is automatic eco mode. I don't have to go past 9. I don't want to. Don't need to. I watch people do these demonstrations and I see where the screen right here, see the lights hitting the screen right here? I see where the screen goes tanned around the edges. So that's why we don't have to use it, because our technology does not require to be in dark environments, doesn't require to use expensive projectors to make the screen look good, and we do not have to calibrate it. See, I have nothing distracting my windows. You can see 1, 2, 3 trees out there on the golf course. The walls are bone white. We're almost near there. 2 more areas to get. I want to do another demonstration. Let's see. Ooh, what the heck is this? So that means you don't have to spend the money. Like I said, expensive projectors, yeah, you're going to pay the money for the extremely high contrast ratio, which gray screens are going to have, or white screens, in order to make up for the contrast levels you're going to lose. You're not going to be stuck in a dark environment or poorly lit environment in fear that your screen's going to wash out, your color's going to wash out. I mean, as you can see, our screen maintains incredible white levels. Without those white levels, you would not be able to see these objects in front of you on the screen. And most of all, what I really think is a black screen looks so much better on your wall than a gray screen. It's like having an OLED TV. Than having a big square gray screen on your wall. See how that background is producing that 100% black level. So my customers at the end of the day don't have to spend the money for expensive projectors, they don't have to calibrate, they can be stuck in dark environments, none of that nonsense. this one. $109 projector. That's what that technology is doing. There's my projector right there. You can go look up the specifications on it. That projector has 100 to 1,000 to 1 contrast ratio. That's it. And it's sitting there in 9% brightness and eco mode, right next to an open window. My projector sits 14 feet from my screen in this environment. Did the same demonstration downstairs on the acoustic technology at 100 inches at around 14 feet. I was able to maintain light from the back to the front of the screen in a fully lit environment in direct contact with door light. Not to the side with door light, not in the corner with door light, direct contact, even direct contact with window light. So why would my customers go out and spend all this money for an expensive projector when the technology does all the work? In another demonstration, they need to have overpriced projectors. They have to calibrate. They have to be in dark environments. I'm gonna go and get me another one. That's the first thing I noticed when I saw that demonstration for Screen Innovation. They showed up that coffee table. I was like, how much is that thing? 50 grand for a projector. On a screen, I think it was around 100 inches, would cost $5,000. So literally, the projector was way more than the screen, if you really think about it. If my house was burning down, I would need 3 months to save the projector. That projector literally was more than the screen. Even at 120 inches, you still have walked around $20,000. You still had a projector, so 30 grand more. And that's the first, all I saw in the comments, where people were commenting about how expensive the projectors were. When you're talking about a machine that's $3,000 compared to a projector I paid $100 for, $109. And that thing can't even do what we're doing here. Now, there's nothing wrong with the projector 7. The projector works perfectly fine. The sad thing about it is being dumbed down. Man against a gray screen. And if you notice, if I take my camera and I move from side to side, no dark pockets. If you notice, my screen doesn't have a wall there, does it? There's a window right next to it. Just like the 127 inch we had downstairs that sits in the bay of windows. Ooh, the Matrix. Definitely gotta do this one. Now, like I said, we don't have time for the petty nonsense, and we don't. I got so much going on right now on the other sites right now. If I chose to make this a challenge, that projector couldn't do it. Because it can't see contrast. Where the projector can see contrast, the screen paint can't see it. Think about that. How do you have a projector that powerful and you can't do a demonstration as simple as this? And I've seen people in there, in the rooms we walked into, some of the machines we saw in there today, the BenQs, JVCs, the Sonys, barcodes, amazing machinery. But still, Can't do this. Like I said, you can have the most powerful machine in the world. If you don't have the proper screen, you can't display the performance of the projector. You'll never see the potential of your projector, never with a great screen. And I can take an old projector we have behind me like this and make it look like this. But just imagine how amazing your projector would look on this technology. And we're using old machines. You gotta see what my shopping is like when I buy projectors. It's about as easy can be. I just go in and go, I like that one, let's buy it. And that's it, I'm done. I already know what the screen's gonna do. Why am I worrying about contrast? Why am I worrying about calibrate? Why am I worrying about colors? I don't worry about none of that. The screen does all the work. I definitely gotta do this one on the forum sites tonight. They gotta see this one. This is freaking cool. If you notice, you can see right out my window, can't you? You can see the gate that goes all the way up past the golf course, because I don't have things blocking my windows. That's one of the many tricks done, and even in the ambient light controlled environments, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in there that shouldn't be going on. Like I said, they like to use those light shades and pull them down to make it look like there's light passing through the windows when it's not. That's the shade being illuminated by the light that's hitting the screen. They'll take their blinds and put them down on a slant, so when the light hits, it's directed downward instead of going right through. All kinds of little tricks they use. Or they'll point to one direction in the environment that's actually producing light. But I don't know why they don't realize that when they turn the camera around. Don't you know there's dark pockets in your area? I'll tell you, if you want to see a real ambient light projection demonstration, look at the background wall of any demonstration and watch what they show on the demonstration. If they're doing a bright lit demonstration, there's a lot of color involved, no contrast at all, that means they're faking the demonstration. You should be able to do a star field in a well-lit environment and it should pull. Just like I do downstairs in the window all the time. That is nice. He's got some really cool stuff over here. I've seen this one, but this video is short, but I still like it. I'm gonna play it anyway. I like this right here. That, I'm gonna learn how to do something like that. Oh yeah, we can do it. We got freaking 3D map. I keep forgetting we got 3D mapping software over here. Keep forgetting we got that technology over here. We can literally do that. I got an invisible coating to spray over top that to enhance it. Keep forgetting we got this stuff over here. That reminds me too, I have to do 3D mapping up here too. Look, something as simple as this, a gray screen can never pull up. So that little dot right there, virtually impossible. You can't pick up the black level because your screen's not black. It won't pick it up. Just this little demonstration right here. I'm going to shut my window off. to that shiny red pushing through, you have to have a white level in the screen to do that. Without it, you wouldn't see it, it'd be too dark. White levels just don't abide to white levels as in white snow. They abide to everything in the screen. Every color requires a white level. If there was no white in it, you wouldn't see as bright with the colors. The screen would be too dark to pick it up. So that screen is registering white light, contrast, and color all at the same time. I keep telling you, major red flags, if someone has to get up and walk over literally to a screen to show you the contrast levels, that is a bad sign. That is an extremely bad sign. And they have to be close to the screen at any time to show you a difference. I'm not showing a difference between, like, say, okay, gray paint versus gray paint. We'll show you that up close. But if I'm doing my demonstrations, I am not walking over to a screen at 14 feet to show you. Because if I can't see it from there, if I can't see the difference from there, there's no point in us making the product. If we can't see it from there. If I have to get up to see that. But if you have to get up and literally to walk over to a screen to show the contrast levels that close with a camera, that's not good. That's why I said, those forum sites you're at, don't do that stuff in there. Do not do that. They will laugh you out of that room. Why are you so close to the screen? Why is your camera? None of the demonstrations I saw in those videos over there, nobody was close to the screen. Nobody. That's why I say you have to be careful when you watch these videos, because people are doing things, they do things in their videos that they're doing smoke and mirrors that there's no tomorrow. And I'm sorry, but I gotta mention this. The demonstration he showed on his balcony where he had the screen on a slant like this, no, they'd have laughed at you. That demonstration that we call Mr. P, we won't call Mr. P. Mr. P with that little tiny screen outside, they would have laughed at you. They would have definitely laughed at you in that demonstration. You know what? Your screen was too small. There's no way in the world they would have ever taken that seriously. There's no demonstrations like that on there, period. Everybody has massive sized screens over there. You never see anybody in the backyard with a little tiny, no, you're talking about big screens back there. You know what got us on the map over there? That 150-inch screen sitting in a snowstorm. That's what got the attraction. Because they'd never seen a display like that before. None of them outside in the snow. They were fascinated at the fact that, and I sat there and said, all that white light that was reflecting off that snow, that's what they're impressed by, and that screen was not washing out. Then they got into the topic about the projector, what projector you used, because they knew I had to have a high-powered projector. I mentioned it was a Christie in the demonstration, and say what kind of Christie it was. So they had to thinking that, oh, it's got to be between 7,000, 8,000, it's got to be a real powerful projector. No, that's a 4,000 lumen projector. Now, understand this, when people say, oh, you're using a 4,000 lumen projector outside. When it comes to outside home theater, now if you're talking about what time of the day, now if you're out there around like 7 or 8, you can easily get away with maybe 3,000, 2,000 lumens easily. But you're talking about between 4:53 and 5 o'clock in the evening, you're not using that projector. It's not even going to pick up at all, period. Most people, if they're outside and they're doing any kind of home theater, outside displays or whatever, even for rentals or whatever you're using for entertainment, they're going 5,000 and up. They want to make sure. Some will go 6,000 and up when they're outside. But 4,000? No. And I see them do this at 120-inch screens. Then they saw the 250 inches back to back. We displayed those. They were freaked out about them. They liked them. The inflatable screens we had outside. That was cool on the ceiling. I'm thinking about putting that on the ceiling tonight. So you can't go over there with that cartoon stuff. They don't play it over there. One of the chat rooms we were in, I didn't see one P3 in there. Not one. No, sorry, not P2. I didn't see P2 anywhere in there. Half the stuff I saw, I didn't even reckon. I never even heard of before. That's why I'm going to ask questions like, what the freak is that over there? What do you got over there? What's that called? How much they run for? That's some pretty cool stuff over there. Now, like I said, it really shouldn't matter at the end of the day, but just to warn you ahead of time, I'm talking to, if you do decide to venture over to that side, be warned that your environment will be exposed, and which means they will talk. So you know that. My environments, like I said, from corner to corner downstairs are clean. Not trying to be rude or disrespectful people here, but I'm just saying, this is what you were running to. I had LED lights that were unexposed in the theater room, and someone pointed out that you may want to go with some crown molding with that to make it look professional. Where I replied back and said, that's a test area right there. We don't take it seriously, but thank you for the advice, because we're going to need that for the upstairs areas, which we are. Up here and over there, it's going to get the crown molding to hide the lights because I don't want them to expose. So that's where the fellow was teaching me the stuff. That's how I met him. But the downstairs area is not, because I haven't decided yet, because we're still changing out the screens in that environment and haven't figured out what. But he likes the demonstration when we displayed on the ceiling. Oh, he freaking fell in love with it. And he was asking me like how that's done. And I'm asking like, well, how do you do the crown molding? So we're kind of sharing information back and forth. But if you go up in there and your environment is not tight and not, we're not talking about people, I'm not being rude or disrespectful by saying this, they will catch you on it. Yes, they will. I go there, I like everybody's stuff. I don't care at the end of the day. I mean, I got people in there, some people setting up nice screens, and they weren't big screens and everything. Their first time setting up, I go in and say, hey, like your demonstration, so and so and so. I don't go in there and say, hey, your screen is garbage, you gotta upgrade to a better screen, so and so and so. No, I go in and give a compliment. Like your screen, nice job, like the whole setup. Don't even talk about my product or nothing. Because it's not about my product when I walk into the rooms and look at the rooms. It's about between how they're amazing their setups are. I know their screens can be advanced. I know they can be improved, but it's not my business being there talking about that. It's in there to basically talk about what they got going on in there. Maybe I'll learn something walking in one of those rooms. And I have learned a few things since I've been over there. And they know where my videos are at. A few of them have been, actually a lot have been in my videos. And they bring it up and they say, hey, look, you're the guy who designs that Black Widow? Yes, we do, so and so and so. We don't go and advertise. A dozen people today already asked us, where do you buy? We said, we'll have to message you because I don't break any of the rules on the site. I even had a chance to talk to the person who developed the site. And he was nice enough to tell me that I could post. And I was like, nah, we're not going to do that. I'd rather just basically just message them. And I want to do that because I don't want to, it causes favoritism and it's not cool. I mean, he's pretty sure he doesn't mean that at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You know, I don't want to cause any conflict. I like the place. I like the site. People are nice over there. We're respectful. So I just post everybody's message or I accept the information. If they want to share from there, they can share from there. But please don't post it on the site. I really appreciate it. Guy has a nice site going on, and I love it. They got a section over there for speakers. Now I'm going to be upgrading my speakers pretty soon. Haven't decided what I'm going to go with yet. But I have a few people over there showing me some speakers they got and stuff like that. I need some all white ones for the room in here. So I'm talking to a few people over there to see what they got going on over there. There's a lot of crazy contrast in here. You got a lot of contrast in here. I can use all this. This is freaking amazing. Ooh, got a Christmas one. Could use that one too. All right. Oh, he's got a koi fish. Are you freaking kidding me? I love these right here. These are fantastic for the floor displays. And he's got one too. Oh, this is definitely this demonstration right off my ceiling. Right off my ceiling. Now, I saw a new update on my 3D mapping equipment where now they're allowing you to be able to upload videos and map them anywhere you want. That is going to come in handy when we start developing, working on curved projection screens. This one looks nice for the ceiling too. Man, I said I get a lot of interesting questions. Somebody asked me, why would you paint the ceiling? Well, number one, if you do optic fiber lighting, which I'm not knocking at all, optic fiber lighting is nice. But remember, you're going to be looking at this over and over and over again every single day. You're going to see optic fiber lighting. I can change my ceiling out at will. So if I want to put the universe here, if I want to basically have Saturn moving from here to here, if I want to make it snow, whatever I want, I can do that. I can change my ceiling out. Or I can just watch TV, play Pac-Man, lay on the floor, whatever I want. But I can change my ceiling out at will at anything I want. Where you have to look at the same stars every day. If I want to put a solar system in, I can put a solar system with planets and the sun and starships and space stations, whatever I want. And because the screen's black, when that projector hits it, it cancels out the light, which means I don't have light dispersing all over the environment. If you notice that, when that screen fires up and hits the ceiling, light does not shoot all over the place. It maintains to the ceiling, and everything else stays nice and dark. This is relaxing and hypnotic, man. If you notice, my sound bar is black and it matches the screen. That's how dark this is. It's some of the darkest technology we've ever developed. When I purchased the other property, I'm going to do 2 theater runs. I'm going to do one in all white. Another one's going to be done in all black. Everything's going to be done black, but where the screen is at, it's going to blend into the environment. You're not even going to notice there until the white lights pop up behind it. Then you know the screen's going to be there. I'm going to have everything cloaked. You won't see anything. You see it. The one black room, that's all you're going to see. When I hit the switch, you're going to see the screen pull out from the wall. You're going to see the lights pull out behind it. You're going to see lights glow into the chair. Yeah, I got some ideas for some pretty cool stuff I want to hook up. TCL, black and white. I think I might have butchered that one. No, I got it. Just to give an idea how insane the white levels are, because as I told you before, we first started developing the technology at 1%, the white levels were good, but I sat there and said that once we drop that heightener in there, 100%, that's it. Or if you did this with a gray screen, what's going to happen is your white levels are going to be high, but your contrast levels are not going to be there. Neither with the color or anything else. Not going to be there. Now I bought another one of these. Actually, I bought 2 more. One we're going to paint one half with gray paint. The other half we're going to black with the technology, and we're going to make another one that's absolutely gray. And I'm hoping I don't see somebody trying to use the word OLED light on a gray screen. You know how dumb that sounds at the end of the day? If you've never seen an OLED television before, they're not gray, they're black. I mean, that's not insane. I'm spending way too much money for projectors. Way too much money. I can see if you want 4K at the end of the day, yeah, knock yourself out, get a 4K, knock yourself out. But man, you don't have to spend the money if you don't want to. And that's where people who, like I said, who can't afford the 4Ks, people may not be able to afford the 1080p at the end of the day. This gives them a major option. If you go and you buy one of these expensive gunmetal screens, they'll say, oh, you can't use 720p, it's an outdated projector. They'll tell you can't use 1080p, you want to go with 4K. So I'm going to spend $3,000 to $5,000 for a screen, another $3,000 to $5,000 or $6,000 for a projector, and I still got to be stuck in an ambient light controlled environment calibrating my projector at the end of the day? Are you kidding me? Now, an everyday person's on a budget, want to have a nice screen at the end of the day, doesn't spend a lot of money for a projector, doesn't have to calibrate, doesn't have to turn his environment to a cave. You can paint this on a $28 sheet of fiberglass and have a wallpaper screen in his home. We got to do another. This is the reason why my demonstrations are so long. I love watching these screens. I'll be watching these screens all day. Oh man, this stuff is cool to watch.
Got lingering odors? Yeah, for really small spaces.
Oh, I forgot. We're going to come up the contrast for a little bit and do the white levels. It's going to be too easy for us to do that one. Let's see. Oh, this one is. One of those commercials on TVs. Oh, Samsung, hold on. Samsung 4K demonstrations. I haven't done sharp in a while either. I know, I just like showing the horse off. Other than people look at the OLED demonstrations, we're not saying everybody. An OLED demonstration is a certain way to see the screen. It's the background. In any OLED demonstration, if you look at it, the background is always darker than the image that they're displaying. Because it's designed to be on an OLED TV. That's why I said gray screens and white screens should never be shown in these demonstrations because they can't pull the background. And if they try to do it, it's going to be in the dark. I'm pretty sure you're not going to spend the money for an OLED, turn all your lights out and darken your windows so you can watch it because you're afraid the screen's going to wash out. Let's see what else Samsung has on here. We've done the cars. That's a very dark demo. That demonstration was definitely, I know, definitely done in the dark. That was definitely done in the dark. This is a very dark one. It doesn't have sound to it, but we know this one was done in the dark. And the reason why we say that because there's no way a gray screen's going to do this. It's not going to happen. So the black that's going off in that environment right there, there's no way in the world that's black screen, a gray screen's going to pull that off. Wish you had sound to that. Virtually impossible. On the Sony, that's too easy. We've done that too many times to count. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, have we done this one? So as of today, I've already acquired 4 contracts for the technology. And these are companies now that are coming in and looking at the technology that's being displayed on Facebook. They're seeing the reaction from other people. And from the reaction what they're seeing from other people, they want a part of the pie. Told you, black technology is the future. Projectors are you using? And we already been asked the question a dozen times a day. What if I use black paint? What if I use black fabric? We got those tests. We did them already. We can back our products up 100% on every level. Can I use it outside? Done. No problem. And they're impressed. 720p projector. Do you have any idea how much a company will save? They take these projectors and throw them in landfills, and they spend money for more expensive projectors. It means they don't have to get rid of their old projectors. They can keep them. Let me see if I can say it right. NVIDIA fairy demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
How far is this one going to get butchered? Let me see. NVIDIA graphic card.
Getting that from YouTube.
There you go. That one with the fairy on it. Let's go over to our search here. I'm going to take this out. Let's see. What's the NVIDIA card? Well, don't have dropped. My stock is so different now. Oh, sorry, people. Went overboard on that one. Okay. Space. Here we go. I've never done this one. I did it on the Phantom. We haven't done this one on the 38. And mind you, my contrast on my projector is 1,000 to 1. This demonstration also too was done in the dark. Oh, I got my PC machine over here. I'm definitely just a little PC gamer on this. I still don't know how people are still playing on gray and white screens. You do know in gaming that contrast is everything. That's why we're also, I forgot, we got a gaming forum we're going to too. Tomorrow, we got invited to a gaming forum for this technology. They didn't want to see gaming on it. Oh, wait till they see the screen we got downstairs set up. That screen with the lights on it, oh, that's going to, yeah. We got a Pac-Man forum site I got into too. I actually got myself a Pac-Man forum site. So we can show up the screen downstairs on display. And the Pac-Man motorized projection screen. But if you're a hardcore gamer, PC gamer, everybody knows that contrast is everything in gaming. And if you're not picking up 100% contrast, you don't care what kind of graphic card you got at the end of the day. I couldn't care exactly how powerful your projector is or TV, or not TV, but your projector, the T's gonna pull it, but your projector is, if you're hitting it on a gray screen, guess what? You're not pulling up 100% contrast. You're nowhere near it. This screen is producing 100. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. When's that game supposed to be coming out? Tina's new game. Is that available now? I gotta find out. I'm gonna buy that today. And if I find it with Borderlands, Tina got a new game coming out. And you know, if you play Borderlands contract levels are insanely dark. Oh yeah, I gotta check that out. I wonder if she launched already. Tina's Fairy Tale. That's supposed to be out in March. We're gaming on, let's see, I'm trying to figure out which screen I want to game on. We're definitely doing the downstairs screen. We're definitely doing that with lights and stuff. We're doing that. But I'm going to do both. I'm going to do some here. I'm getting it on PC and I'm getting it on console. Definitely going to do both. I got to see when that launched. See what else we have on here. All right, we're done here. I gotta go check on my PS4. How much is this game launched already? Let me see. Hold on, I should went from here. Let's see. What's it called? Borderlands. Tina's Story Time. That's what it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. This game launched already. Did it not? I hope it didn't. I'm buying it right now if it did. First world problems. I don't care. I'm a Borderlands fan. I don't care.
There is a world beyond the borderlands. A world forged by wonder and ruled by fate. There's one alone who can wield fate. One alone whose story is in their own hands. The Fate Maker. That's you. Heavy, right?
Oh yeah! It's gonna be on, people. You know I'm a Borderlands fan. It's gonna be on. You know what this is gonna look like on my system over here on this black screen? Oh, it's gonna look amazing.
Scary stabbing one spread.
Beautiful body indeed. And full.
Hold up, what game are we playing here?
Oh, March the 25th. Okay, I got time. I'm gonna drop my $100 down tonight. So I want the big boy set. I want all the guns, everything. I want it all. Man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. I'm gonna do some Borderlands tonight. I cannot wait to get into that. Oh, I hope they have deathmatch in there. I love freaking deathmatch in Borderlands. Oh man, I cannot wait. I'm excited. I am so excited for that game. This is gonna look amazing on black technology. Oh yes, it is. All right, done here. My machine on. I still can't get over how black these screens are. Look at that. Look at my soundbar. Look at my chair. I think it's darker than my chair. All right, got to get out of here, people. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I am going to go downstairs, get something to eat, and enjoy the rest of my evening. I got basically messaging to do. Tomorrow I'm going to be on. I see messages popping up on my my YouTube account. There's got to be people on Facebook and some people on YouTube. I will be answering those tomorrow. We do those live streams. We're going to be answering questions and stuff to customers and stuff, see what's going on. And from there, let me see something real quick. This down real quick. Let me get my curtain down. Little screens. So basically trying to figure out what we're going to do in that other room. Guess what? We're going to put in the 150. I'll put in the 150 motorized. That's what I'm going with. And I am going to use ultra short throw in there. I'm probably going to use, I'm not going to buy expensive ultra short throw. I might get I saw the laser Epson. I might get one of them laser Epson 1080Ps. But then again, I'm not too fan about that either. And I'll tell you why, I got a cat. Even though they said that the projectors have some kind of kill switch to be able to cancel out the laser, unless you've actually been physically hit by a laser before, and I have been hit by a laser from a Casio, it's something you don't forget. So I'm not a big fan of those lasers, but I am going to get the Casio 4K laser projector, because I said before, I got a hookup, but I'm not going to talk too much about it, because nobody knows. But anyway, let's check on something really quick. While I'm over here on my account, I'm not going to my Facebook account, YouTube I'm doing tomorrow. I want to check out what's going on Facebook right now. I've been out of that all day today. Tomorrow we're going to be over in the gaming section of that site. And we're going to be displaying our gaming screen downstairs, the motorized Pac-Man, all that stuff, because got a lot of questions asking about gaming applications. Wait till we do that. I wish they had live stream, because they don't have a reel that's based about. We did a live stream. Oh man, we definitely do a whole gaming setup in there. On that screen we got downstairs, that thing will blow their mind. Still haven't shown them the floor demonstration either. I haven't done those yet. Let me see. We got messages popping in right now on the account, and they're chattering. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. The notifications is popping up. The notifications popping up. It's getting boss in there. Whoa, my goodness, man. It's going to be an amazing summer. I cannot wait. We got so much stuff. We're just showing half of the stuff that we're in here making and developing on a day-to-day basis. Look at this stand there going. Hold on. What's my stand over here acting up? Let me see. I got to refresh. Really? I don't even know why when you get a stand, it's like attracted to sticks to the wires. Yeah, I like that. See, the gray screens, that's the problem. See right there? He got an amazing setup. But that gray screen is going to wash out like crazy because, like I said, gray screens can't maintain light, and they can't. And it's a shame because some of these guys got some really beautiful setups. Their setups are gorgeous. But the problem is they can't show off the setup because the minute they turn on the lights, the screen wash out. See right there? Screen's wash out. That's why I said that grayish look to the screen, that tannish look, that means your screen has washed out. It can't basically accept the light. Our screen would thrive in there with no problem. No problem to thrive in there. But that's none of my business. I don't go in there and try to sell them anything. I just go in there and just look at the setup, say, hey, beautiful setup. I love it. So and so and so, which he's about to get that love right now. I love it. But like I said, at the end of the day, the gray screen is an obsolete screen. It is. It's an obsolete screen. The only way you can use that screen is you're going to have to be and see, even in the environment he's at right now, he has the lights dim, but still the screen is washed out. Where we're doing demonstrations like this outside at 150 inches. There is no ambient light controlled out there at 150 inches at all. And I guarantee his projector is way more advanced than what I have over here. Guarantee it's 4K. Guarantee it's a 4K projector, I guarantee. And we're outside on a $270 projector at 27 feet back and a snowstorm at 150 inches. So now you see why we're getting so much publicity so fast, because everybody on there has these gray screens. Unless you walk over into the elitists on their section where they got the black diamonds and DMP supernovas, they have 20, 30, 40, $50,000 projection screens on that section over there. But even when we go over there, we still dominate due to the fact that we've tested all this stuff already. We have these sample sheets saying, look, we got this test demonstration, that demonstration. There you go. So now you see why they're basically coming in and dropping orders, because that whole section he could fire that screen up and show everything, but crystal clear. None of that light's going to mess with his screen at the end of the day. Now you're going to have that problem. We got screens that we can, matter of fact, he could paint the ceiling with that technology, and he could display off the ceiling if he wanted to with the lights on. A very nice setup, but the only problem, like I said, that screen. That projector he has up there is probably amazingly powerful, but he'll never, ever get the full potential of that projector, not ever, because of his screen. That's why. But beautiful, beautiful projector. And people like, once you add the money, you can get, no, look, man, I'm done, man. My order's just stacked up today. Right now, I think I might have overdid it, because I'm thinking to myself, I want to keep things at a small level, but apparently this is not going to go that way. It's not going to go that way. It's definitely going to get to a point where I'm going to have to rent some warehouse space. And people in here are very nice, very polite, very respectful. That's what I love about it. Don't get me wrong, I love YouTube too, but we got characters on YouTube that don't know how to act right. Notifications are popping. Notifications have been popping all day. These came in 9 minutes ago, 39 minutes ago, 50 minutes ago. It's been popping all day. Let's see what they're talking about over here. Or they're talking about, this is the screen I just showed off. This is the screen I just displayed with the acoustic, with the light I'm transferring back and forth. Somebody had this in closed caption. I'll take that off right there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that right there. What's going on over here? People have been asking me for friend requests all day. Yeah, I got my account when I get friends requests. That's why I got to set up another account. That's not my personal account, but I got another account where I can bring them on like a group room. I'm gonna have one of these rooms right here where we can bring people in and they can chat and talk. We can change back and forth. I got people right now that have businesses that want to use our technology and they want to advertise on our page. So they're going to advertise on our page and they're going to advertise our company on their page. Got 3 of those deals going on right now, but basically going to advertise back and forth. But when I go on their page, I never say, hey, you can do, no, I don't do that. I always go in and say, man, nice setup. I like how everything's set up in here. I don't do that. I don't rain on their parade. I don't know what he said. He wrote another country. I'm gonna have to translate what he just said. That's the ceiling display we did today. Someone was asking us why we did the ceiling. I wanted to explain to him why we did the ceiling that way for the display. Now all these people chiming in, like I said, at the end of the day, can clearly see that the screens are watchable right there. But, to one person, they can't be seen. They're too dark, they're unwatchable. But all these people are seeing that the screens are watchable. They can see it. All right, I'm going to have to check those and bring them on board. This is one of the guys I'm signing the contract with real soon. I'll mention his name because, we got people got problems with that one. They haven't even seen the gamer yet. We haven't showed off that gaming screen yet. Wait till they see that monster downstairs. It goes on all them lights down there. Let's see what else we got going on here. We're in a live stream. Yeah, we run a couple of live streams. Oh, sorry, people. Sorry, that's business right there popping up. Facebook media business. Okay, we got that. Cool. Can't let you see that. Sorry about that. That's business going on right now. That's somebody requesting something. All right, I gotta leave from there. I got messages I gotta respond to, but yeah, just showing what's going on in the room. Oh yeah, all those messages, they came in. Half of those came in today. We got 30 of them that came in today from people requesting and asking where they can buy the product. Oh yeah, he sent a friend request. Okay, I got you, buddy. I got you. I'll put you on board. I'll put him on board. I want to see what's going on my page. See what's going on here. See what's going on my page. Where's my page at? Let me see. Crystal Age. I just posted this 4 days ago. So now they're going over to my page and they're sorting out my page. I got some information in there. So they're going to my page to figure out exactly where I'm coming from. Here it is. This is the demonstration. This is the post we put on for the 209. That's the 209 kit that we just put on there. So out of 109, I get maybe about 20 of them will come on by. Because first they'll check the videos and make sure the videos are legit. Like we're actually doing the videos so matching the pictures. Same demonstration did by the window. This is where I'll be at, right over here. The platform right there, 94 on that one. Look at this. That gray screen. I told you. We post them that splatter screen with the gray paint. Man, that's they see exactly what they're getting at the end of the day of how much you're missing. Now, if I had a conversation with that guy right now who had that washed out screen he just displayed, and I showed him one of those pictures of what our technology would do to his screen, at the end of the day, that's an order right there for the day. Which tomorrow I'm going to be displaying those. I'm going to be displaying the I forgot the like on this picture. Right there, like on that one. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to display that. Now they come in and they see that screen like, oh, this is what your screen like, and this is what our technology does to it. Yeah, definitely. But right now I'm pacing myself because I already got orders in the account. And the orders are stacking up, and I'm not trying to overwhelm myself right now. I forgot to like on the comments here. I like on everybody's comments. Sorry about that. Forgot to like on that comment. This is where we did the demonstration downstairs in the max out zone. Told you, got pictures on there, everything we do, to match everything, all the stuff we do. Haters don't like that. I'll tell you right now, the naysayers are upset. They're really, really upset. We got a lot of stuff going on in Jumpman right now. We're not going to show you what is in there, but they're pretty angry. They're very, very angry. But then again, like I said, why are you angry at me for? Because I get up in the morning. First, they get mad at me for working hard because I get up in the morning. Oh, all he does is get up work early in the morning and work hard and so and so and so. You know, he must not have a life. No, I do have a life. I do. It's my company. My life is God and my company. I'm God and my company. God comes first and then my company. But yeah, I do have a life. That's what it takes basically to get your company off the ground. You have to work. You can't cut corners. You guys want to come up on camera looking all pretty and everything. No, it ain't about that. It's about getting your hands dirty at the end of the day working. I come in covered in paint. I go to sleep covered in paint. I wake up covered in paint. I work. That's why my stuff is getting noticed now. It's getting noticed. My stuff was noticed when I was doing digital and crystal screen paint. I had contracts under my company, beta testers, all that crazy stuff. Because I work. I went from a small little tiny rented room to one bigger house after another. You see my progress change. So I work. I get up and I work. That's usually most people who basically are, if you can imagine somebody at a construction site, and every day he get off the construction site, he's clean as can be, but everybody else is dirty and grimy when they come off. He don't work at the end of the day. And then you want to complain about this and complain about that, about this, that, and the other. And then when you can't basically complain anymore, then you want to hate on people's stuff. Yeah, it just shows who you are at the end of the day. That's why, not to be rude or anything. No, that's not being rude by anyone. It's not being rude when I say this. I'm trying to be polite when I say this. This is why when you come against a real deal, a 100% real deal, you have to cancel out. You have to. You have no choice. There is no way in the world your product would ever survive over here. It will get destroyed over here. I'm not being ruthless, but I'm telling you it is. Your stuff will get destroyed over here. We got certified screens that have a hard time maintaining over here. And if you think a person used to develop great screen paint products way back in the day, and your product come over here, you got no choice but to cancel out. And you knew it. That's why you canceled the orders. That's why we had the stack under the table. Because you knew you could not back your product up. Because again, with them, they're used to that ambient light controlled environment and high-end projectors. You're not getting any of that over here. There's no ambient light control over here. We'll toss you outside on a 150-inch screen and put you on a projector worth $100 to see if you can pop or not. If you don't, then that's the end of it. But from cutting those corners and putting out that illusion that you want to make people believe that your product actually works at the end of the day and it physically really doesn't, you know you couldn't survive over here. But I'll be glad enough if you want to put some money in that shopping cart, I'll send you over one with a batch number attached to it, and I'll guarantee you bar none. That's going to be the real deal, not something sent to you by a customer. That will be the 100% real deal. And I guarantee you, bar none, you lay that against your product, it'll level everything in your house with no problem. And if you fake the demonstration, we'll all know you tampered with it. Because everybody else here can see it, and the 4 or 5 form sites among the 16 we're attached to, they can see it, everybody else can see it. But for some reason, when it ends up with you two, it doesn't work anymore. So you already know what you're up against. There is no way in the world you can pull off any of the demonstration. The demonstration I just did downstairs, I had the screen literally sitting in door light, not the screen tucked away in some dark corner over there and light barely making it around the corner and then going dark once it reaches the screen. No, well-lit environments. Demonstration I did this morning with the sun coming in, well-lit environment. I can't do any of that stuff. Your screens will wash out. You have to rely on them high-powered, expensive projectors to make up for what your screen can't do. And at the end of the day, when I tell people that a gray screen paint product's going to cost you more than a black, because the reason why, you got to spend $3,000 for a projector to make the screen look good. Because all the demonstrations I've seen by customers that were using that product, they sure enough didn't look like your screen at all at the end of the day. They wash it out. Yeah. People want to see well-lit environments. That's what they want to see. They don't want to be stuck in the dark. No one wants to turn around and take the living room that they designed. I'm pretty sure when they were designing their living room, like, oh, I want to go with the Batman Michael Keaton look. You know, the darker the parts. They aren't working on that. They want a nice, well-lit environment. People in the day don't want to spend money for an expensive projector. One reason why they spend all that money for a projector is to make up for what the screen can't do. That's why that guy has that high-end projector in there, because he knows at the end of the day, when he turns the lights on, he wants some kind of image that's going to pop up. And let's see what it is. I got to decline them right now. I got to come out here real quick. There's people right there calling me. I got to take care of the business people. That being said, yeah. So Yeah, you get a gray screen. Number one, it looks ugly on your wall, and it does look very ugly on your wall. And number two, you're going to have to spend the money for a very good projector, an expensive projector, to make the image pop the way it's being used in the demonstration. You're definitely going to need contrast like there is no freaking tomorrow. So the higher your contrast is going to be, the more expensive your projectors be. And you're definitely going to be calibrating that thing at the end of the day, because even with all that, you still can't pick up your colors correctly. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going to happen. All right, well, got to go. Thank you all, and God bless.